other way. Oh, I cry. Can't you see that I'm crying? With tears streaming down my face, leaving a pool of regret and all my shame.
Welcome to On the Sofa with Esther, the podcast where real stories, real music, and real conversations come to life. This week, I'm joined by the incredibly talented Antonio Cafaro, a powerful voice, and he is going to be a powerful voice in the world of music, a passionate storyteller, and a soulful creative force. Antonio is a singer, songwriter, composer, musician, and actor. And today he takes us on a journey through his life, his influences, and his artistry. We'll be diving into the story behind his newest track, Hurt, a raw and honest ballad about trust, loss, and the long road to healing, produced by none other than legendary record producer Errol Brown at Jam Jack Recording Studio in Devon. With lyrics like, I've always been there for you, now I'm going to look the other way. This song captures the moment we choose ourselves and begin to heal. Drum roll.
Ah,
That is you. That is you, Antonio.
thank you very much.
that is all of you. Ladies and gentlemen, just to give a little background, I met this young man in Devon when I went to visit Errol Brown, the recording producer, the legendary recording producer, and I had the privilege of listening to his track Hurt. And in that moment, you capture people oftentimes within the music that they create. And this young man, this track was so poignant. I realized that I wanted to interview him. So without further ado, I'm going to ask you, Antonio, who is Antonio in a nutshell, in a peanut shell, or a coconut shell?
Well, Antonio, oh, thank you for the introduction. It was really nice. Thank you.
You're blushing.
Well, Antonio is a musician, songwriter, and actor. Well, musician, songwriter mainly at the moment, but yeah, who works very hard and absolutely loves composing.
Hmm,
It just
brilliant.
comes really natural to me, I feel. And I really feel like I'm in like a good place when I'm doing my composing and writing music.
Brilliant.
But yeah,
And Antonio, you talk about, having this love and passion for composing and it comes natural. What influences or inspires those compositions?
well, other artists like I absolutely love Queen and Stevie Wonder, and I just feel like how they use their voice and the use of lyrics. Also, Bob Dylan's lyrics. The lyrics, when I look at Bob Dylan, his rhyming, his like, there's such depth to all the meaning, and that's what I'm trying to grasp. Just a bit of that magic. And music wise, like vocal technique, one day absolutely love to be like Freddie Mercury or
Ah, nice. Yes.
a high bar, but he's just incredible, and his falsetto is absolutely incredible. The way he has a rock opera voice as well, I just think it's something to really admire. And yeah, so musically, kind of, or singing wise, I think more Stevie Wonder and Freddie Mercury, and then lyrics wise, I'm hoping to get a bit of that magic from Bob Dylan. I also recently watched Bob Dylan film, which is pretty good.
Excellent. So in a sense, I'm feeling that you're a bit of an old soul because a lot of these
Yeah,
musician artists, we would say classic old school legends, but
yeah,
also they weren't just musicians or singers, they were messengers because their music there was so much power in the music. There was so much it took you places and it took you to some deep, raw places as well. And
oh
you
yeah, definitely.
and you can tell it was coming from their soul. So for you now, we're going to really focus on Antonio Cafaro because you wrote a stunning piece, Hurt. Now tell us a little bit about that because I said for someone quite young, you really captured this pain, but also understanding the pain and the evolution of the pain and that of loss and regret.
Yeah.
So just tell us a bit about hurt. Where did that come from?
It's
Mm,
ambiguous. Like it can be about love or friendship, either way.
mm. And
It's
did this stem from a personal friendship of yours, your own personal experience?
a bit, yeah, and also other people's, but I think it's something that a lot of people will go through because you always have some close friends, but a lot of the time you get some fake friends as well. They're just there for well, to take what they can from you. So
Mm.
yeah, look for loyal friends. You only need a few or one.
Absolutely, absolutely. And where do you feel, Anthony, that you get this? You've got a real sense of there's a wisdom that you carry.
Thank you.
And I mean, obviously it's you, because I'm not going to take that away from you, but who has inspired this journey that you've been on? And I know in a previous conversation you mentioned about losing an uncle. And so how did that impact or inspire even who you are and what you've created?
Well, in terms of my writing, my uncle passed away, but before he passed away, he gave me a guitar and he was really enthusiastic and was like, Antonio, you should learn how to play guitar. It's amazing. And before I just played piano,
Mm,
and I'd never written a song or wrote a song, but and I promised him I would learn how to play guitar by the next time I saw him. And unfortunately, he passed away, and I never got to show him how I could play, or when I finally learned a few chords.
mm.
So it just really like opened my eyes, and I realized that I had to learn it. I couldn't keep on making excuses because at first I found it like, how do you play guitar? Because like the strings and all it's so different to piano.
Mm.
I just sat down, started playing around with chords and shapes, got a YouTube tutorial up. I think I started with the first song I learned was I was by Ed Sheeran. I think it's Perfect by Ed Sheeran. And then I got quite confident singing and playing guitar at the same time. And then with those chords, I thought it'd be fun to write my own songs and just tinker around. And I discovered little riffs and little chord structures that I
Mm.
quite liked. And I wanted to find more unusual ones as well. That's how Hurt happened. And I was just playing around with some chords and I realized it sounded quite nice when I did a minor chord at the end. And yeah, but it's yeah, my uncle and my mum has been a massive inspiration as well, really helping me and encouraging me along the way. Also, she showed me a show she did a very long time ago, and my uncle was in it as well, and they both wrote original songs, and that was really inspiring. 'Cause my uncle did one called Smoldering Eyes, I think, and it sounded really nice, and I thought if he can do it, then maybe I could too. So
And and
yeah.
there's also a determination with you, Antonio. On the in those days and moments where you feel a little down, where you feel a little despondent, where do you go? What do you do? What is your happy place?
My happy place. When I'm relaxing in my room with the guitar, just tinkering and belting in the shower, or trying to warm up my voice to be able to do falsetto. That's painful, but has to be done, warm ups. Also, not music. This isn't a music one, but really enjoy like doing flips and parkour and stuff like that. I feel like when you're tired, come back from school, just try and get a few flips, and it just helps me with any stress or anger. But I don't really get stressed that much, to be fair. Now GCSEs are over, my school.
Result.
No more exams. Got no reason to be stressed.
Fantastic. Fantastic. And moving on to working with Errol Brown, what has that been like? Work.
Oh, absolutely amazing.
Look at your face. You went
He's so
pink.
he's been he, he's been so supportive and he didn't try to push anything that he thought and he was really encouraging with anything I did. Like if I had an idea or I felt like, oh, I wanted to sound like this, he didn't say, oh no, it should sound like this or contradict me. He was just like, yeah, I think that's brilliant, and just went along with whatever I did. I was really lucky, really fortunate to work with him. Definitely.
It's nice though because when someone sees your talent, because it is your talent, yes, you've had lots of influences around you, but this is your talent, and also having the mindset that you have, and the determination, that's all you. And I'm not sort of, it's not at the behest of others around you, but I believe because Errol sees who you are, he sees the magic in you and the magic that you've created, especially through this track Hurt. It's just nice to see you evolving into, and you will evolve into more. I mean, you've mentioned about Freddie Mercury, and I believe you've set a bar for yourself, and I believe you are going to get there. And this,
So,
and I'm not just saying this to say this because I don't say things that I don't believe or that just for the sake of saying it, but I can see that in you. And if there was one thing that you would, or one person, an artist, other than those you've mentioned that you would like
yeah.
to meet now, who would that be? Or maybe a couple?
Oh, that's really difficult. Currently, well, I'd love to meet, I think, Chris Martin from Coldplay, because I quite like a few of his
Okay.
songs, and I love his approach to songwriting,
Mm.
and I love the way he uses his voice, and he's very high tenor. He's really good at hitting notes, and his songs I think are really relaxing and really from the heart, and he performs everything
Mhm.
really well. And also, Matt Bellamy, Muse. I was fortunate enough, luckily, I was once doing a little gig at or gig kind of busky kind of thing outside a restaurant called The Ode in Sholden,
Mhm.
and it was absolutely insane. Matt Bellamy came walking up into the restaurant and then watched me outside doing some busking, took a photo with me, and then
Nice.
his cousin started playing guitar for me and stuff. It was absolutely incredible. And he was just such like a genuine, kind person. And I did a bit of a song for him, one of his songs called Unintended.
Mhm.
And yeah, it was just an absolutely insane experience. Like, amazing.
Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant.
Another artist would be cool. I think Youngblood at the moment, because I love the way he's making, well, his music. I really felt like he's taken the best parts from Creep, which is a song that I've absolutely love, and Zombie by the Cranberries, and he's made this
Okay,
amazing
yes,
song. I
yes.
mean, he's got a lovely voice, and he can change like kind of rocky and gravelly, and also like really clean. And I love the way he also with his concerts, he started up his own concert, like to make it more affordable for people as well. So instead of there being ridiculous price tickets like £80, £200, they're I think like £20 or something, and it just makes it easier for everyone to access because music should be free to everyone. It's one of the most beautiful arts, so everyone should be able to experience it. And I just thought that was really admirable. I thought that was
Brilliant.
amazing. So I'd love to do something like that.
And where to now? Where to now, Antonio? I mean, you've done Hurt, and I believe there's much more that's gonna be birthed through you. So what else? What next? Or is it too early to ask?
Well, at the moment, I'm working on about 5 songs with Errol, which I'm very, very happy about.
Okay.
So I'll be working on some new songs, one called Once in a Blue Moon, which fingers crossed turns out amazing. And also I'm hopefully gonna do, or I am gonna do some busking in Exeter, which is my local
Excellent.
city. And that's gonna be amazing. Definitely a confidence builder as well, because it's a different type of audience, dealing with people on the like street coming up and not everyone's fully paying attention to you. So it's trying to deal with that. And yeah, so busking I want to do. Also some gigs in Sholden would be amazing, just like my local town. I'm at a really, really great place called the Ferryboat Inn, and they're really welcoming. They've got amazing support there, and everyone's just so nice there. Really, really supporting, and yeah, that's what I'm planning to do. Just keep on working on my music, progressing through the summer, and yeah,
See
hopefully
what
make
see what see
some more
what
something.
see what life brings to you. Well,
Yeah,
and then winding down, if there was one piece of advice you would give to anybody, I was going to say a young person, but to anyone, because at any one moment in time, age is nothing but a number, and we can all be inspired by yourself. So, what piece of advice would you give to someone in terms of following their dreams? Because I believe you definitely are following your dreams, Antonio.
thank you. Well, I know it's been said a lot, but just don't give up, because you get really annoying people. Some people, like some people in my class, they'll be like, when you make a song or you sing, but literally, just keep on striving forward. Keep on. If you've got a passion for music or for anything, for art, sport, just keep on striving forward, because you can only get better. And sometimes it's quite hard, and um, feel like there's just a wall in front of you and you can't progress. But honestly, just keep on striving. You climb over it and create amazing music or art or sport. So
Fantastic. Fantastic. And can you share your socials as well, please, where people can find out more about you and your latest single, Hurt?
yes. So on Instagram, it's called Antonio Performs, or at Antonio Performs,
Mhm.
and Antonio underscore Cafaro on TikTok. So yeah,
Brilliant. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I've been talking to Antonio Cafaro. This is a young man that we are going to need to look out for. Wishing you all the best with everything that you're going to be birthing this year. And yeah, just keep the mentality, keep moving forward, keep striving forward, because you are definitely going to get to where you want to get to. Thank you very much, Antonio. Wishing you a wonderful rest of the week.
thank you so much, Esther. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Bye.
Bye, bye, bye.
If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to click the bell icon for notifications on future videos. Thank you for watching.